Hi, my name is Christopher Ybanez. I am the co-owner of The Athletic Culture. We're a sports performance coaching company. I'm also the Director of Education for Light Sport Italia and a fellow at the Gray Institute, who is also a performance and rehabilitation company. I recently collaborated with Playamo because I see the tremendous value of the apparel line, not just to impact our performance on the court, as far as pickleball or tennis or any sport that we would like to play, but I also see the value of being able to wear it in an everyday setting, which is incredibly important for those who are on the go and still want to remain looking good. Hi, this is Coach Chris. Outside of being a performance coach, I also work with orthopedic clinics, and what we do there is we're a return to sport form. And what that means is when athletes get hurt and require surgery or just rehab, they go there first and then they come to us to help put them back on the field or court for the sport of their choice. And with that being said, we've seen quite a bit of injuries that do come from the sport of pickleball now, and some of which are, we'll go through this one today, which is Achilles, but also we're going to parlay that into what's called tennis leg, because it kind of goes hand in hand. The Achilles tendon sits right here. Unfortunately, I got some pretty good experience with it. I've torn mine myself, so I've had to repair it, and was able to get back to doing what I love to do, which is playing soccer. So with that being said, when we come back in a position here to decelerate back, that heel will drop. And if the ankle has too much stiffness in the term of mobility, in other words, everything's this hypermobility of the ankle, the tendons don't have the necessary tensile strength to absorb that impact and then translate forward when we want to move directions. So it has a tendency to snap. The tennis leg, though, is when I'm coming forward and I bury here and I drive, or if I try to drive back, there's a muscle called the plantaris, and then the plantaris muscle and tendon translates all the way down outside, wraps around the shin, comes down the calf, all the way down to the foot and wraps around. So it helps to control eversion of the ankle, you can go through the calf, and it helps to decelerate the knee. So a lot of the drills that we can do, I'm going to show you coming up here in a moment. All right. So this is Coach Chris again. What we're going to do is go through just 3 very fundamental movements to be able to help strengthen the areas that are required of us to help build against the injury risk factors that come with those Achilles injuries in that tennis leg. An easy one to do is we just heel walks, translates into toe walks. And all that does is allow us a natural striking pattern. So again, heel to toe. And then when you're done, you can go heel to toe. And that means you'll link and sync that pattern so that we have better functionality of the low leg, specifically the ankle, the soleus, as well as the calf. And the soleus sits right here, okay? So another drill that we can do is we can sit in this position here, we call it an athletic stance. All I want to do is elevate my heels, okay, and drop. Elevate my heels and drop, okay? We can also go into 2-point stances and do the same thing. So we can train the same functionality in different orientations. All that means is different performance postures. We come this side. Okay? We need it from a lateral view so you can see both sides. We're here. See, we lift, we drop. Now again, it's important to go up slow, down slow. Up slow, down slow. Up slow, down slow. Up slow, down slow. The last one we're going to do is a little bit more dynamic, and it's something that's easy to be done, and it's called a plyometric drill. And today we'll just go through one that's very easy for us to do. All we're here is okay. So now that we've went through the movements that I demonstrated a little bit earlier, all we're going to do is go through on how to put something together really easy as far as a program or something that you can use prior to playing or even when you're at home to best prepare yourself so when you are playing. So it's very versatile. You don't have to do it just on the courts. You can do it at home as well. Okay? So we're going to go for about 15 feet as far as our heel walks. Okay? So we're going to come out 15 feet. Okay? On the way back, we have 15. Let's just go to toe walks. Then what we would like to do is let's use that 15-foot marker again. It's very easy to remember. Let's go heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Okay, we'll go there and back. Okay, And once we've done that, we're going to want to go back into those athletic positions we discussed earlier. And let's use the number 12, okay? So 12 is a good number for what we call neuromuscular adaptation, so we can link and sync those patterns, like I discussed earlier in videos, called the coupling sequence. So remember here, let's go up for 2 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, down for 2 seconds, okay? So again, up for 2, hold for 2, back down for 2, okay? We want to do that a total of 12 times. Again, we want to have the 2-point stance as well, because we're in this orientation quite a bit on the court. So that's going to, again, it's going to be up for 2, hold for 2, down for 2. That's going to be another 12 repetitions. We're going to switch our position. Up for 2, hold for 2, right back down for 2. And we're going to do that again for another 12 repetitions. So that will be a total of 3 sets, 12 repetitions per position. And then we go into the dynamic part, and again, this is going to be the beginning. We'll advance it a little bit later so we can show some more movements. We're going to go for, this time, we're going to go for a total of 15 seconds, okay? 15 seconds is a good marker that we use for plyometrics. So we want to demonstrate some power going up, and we want to explode right back up. Okay, we're going to go 15 seconds. We're going to do 1 set of those. I want to introduce this, which is a 2-point stance. Okay, we want to do that for 15. Switch our foot position, right? So we're in this one as well. So we're still linking and syncing what we did before. 15 seconds. Now with the plyometrics, it's not always how we go up, guys. It's how we go down. The biggest opportunity we have to build strength as well as resiliency against injuries is the deceleration, your braking mechanisms, okay? So we need to remain under control on each one of these movements as we come down.